Oh, do you want to pull up can you pull up the scoreboard?
Yes.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, that looks great.
Sweet.
Oh my god, we need a scoreboard this time?
Yeah, we
Fun.
really upgraded things around here, actually. So,
Yeah, it's been a
welcome
minute since I've been on.
back.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting more and more advanced every time. I think this is our 92nd episode, pretty sure. So
Wow!
yeah,
I cannot
it's a
believe
lot.
it's been that long.
It's a lot of questions that I've written. I was finishing writing questions while I had people over last night. I felt bad. I was like on my laptop. Anyway, but I think they're pretty good. So here we go. Hello, friends. Welcome to Trivia Over Tea, the quiz show podcast where we drink tea and play trivia. I am your host, Matthew Cook, and I'm here virtually once again with our scorekeeper, Carter Zanke. Carter, how are you today?
Just happy to be here with my scoreboard as always.
Well, we're happy to have you back after a little absence. So thank you for being here today. Let's meet this week's contestants. There are two people who have been on several times. So let's meet them. First, we have Hailey.
Hi, y'all. My name's Hailey. I'm currently where am I right now? I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, on the national tour of Tootsie, and we're having a great time. And if I had time to get tea this morning, I would have had a chai, but I was
There.
running behind.
That's perfectly okay. As I just pulled the water, or I just poured the water into my mug about 2 minutes ago, so I'm in the same boat. But very good. Well, thank you, Hailey, for being here again. And we also have Graciela.
Hello. I currently am in Charlotte as of Monday, so not even 7 days here yet, but that's exciting. And I'm drinking a strawberry lemon citrus tea, which is very good.
Interesting.
It's like strawberry lemonade, but hot. So take that if you will.
Very good. Well, thank you, Graciela, for also being here. As with all of our regular episodes, we'll have 4 rounds of questions today, each with a slightly different format. And so without further ado, Carter will explain the rules for round 1.
Well, round 1, as you may know, is our first general knowledge round. We'll each get 5 multiple choice questions, and questions here with 10 points each.
Alrighty, Hailey, you're up first. Are you ready?
Oh boy, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's see how good at trivia I am.
Question 1. What lead singer of the Rolling Stones required 20 stitches after he pushed or punched his right forearm through a restaurant window? A. Roger Daltrey, B. Mick Jagger, or C. Steven Tyler?
Okay. So here's the thing. I know Steven Tyler is Aerosmith. So that is the not correct answer. So the only other one that is like kind of ringing a bell is Mick Jagger. So my final answer is Mick Jagger.
That is correct. This happened in Montauk, New York on May 17th, 1975, and there are conflicting reports whether he pushed his way through the window or punched his way through the window. But Roger Daltrey was the lead singer of The Who.
Thank you. Yes, yeah. I am not great with band frontmans, and that knowledge does not retain well.
Well, either way, you got 10 points, so you're good to go.
Amazing.
Question 2.
Next one.
The state song of Maryland is to the tune of what song? A, "Oh Christmas Tree," B, "Happy Birthday," or C, "You'll Never Walk Alone"?
Okay. What? I didn't know that song. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only way you would have heard this is if you have watched the Preakness Stakes. They always sing it before the race.
No, I haven't. So I have not heard it before. But so it was "Oh Christmas Tree, Happy Birthday," and what was that last one again?
"You'll Never Walk Alone." Originally from the musical Carousel.
Okay, so you know what? Let's say Carousel. Let's say "You'll Never Walk Alone" is the song.
It was "Oh Christmas Tree," actually.
Maryland, you can't do Christmas 365 24/7.
The name of the song is "Maryland, My Maryland."
That made it worse.
Yeah.
Did the song "Oh Christmas Tree" come first, or did the Maryland song come first? Like, who stole whose tune?
I that's a good question. I don't know. I presume that "Oh Christmas Tree" came first, but I don't know. We'll have to look that up. I can't get a
I
quick
think it's
answer.
funnier if it's Maryland, my Maryland. And then
And
someone
"Oh
went,
Christmas
would be
Tree."
great. Turn
Christmas
this
song.
into a Christmas song.
Yeah, yeah, funny. Yeah, Maryland State Song is actually just a classic Christmas tune.
Anyway, now you know.
Anyway, question 3. Santo Antonio is the largest town of what island who makes up part of a republic along with Sao Tome? A, Tobago, B, Principe, or C, Nevis?
Oh, it's a great question that I don't know the answer to. So this is
Mason
going to
wrote
be
this
a
one.
guess. Mason, why? Goodness. You know what? Tobago. Tobago was the first one that stuck in my head. We're going with that.
It was actually Principe.
Cool.
Tobago is paired with Trinidad. And, yeah, and then
Oh, yeah, I understand.
yeah, and then Nevis,
Yeah.
I believe, is paired with Saint Kitts. Right?
I've
Yeah,
never once been to an island in my whole life. So
I've not been to anywhere in the
a frame
Caribbean,
of
so
reference.
yeah, this is outside my purview. But yeah, it's Sao Tome and Principe. So there you go.
Thank you.
Question 4. The Arlington House, located at Arlington National Cemetery, belonged to whose family? A, Thomas Jefferson, B, Andrew Jackson, or C, Robert E. Lee?
Oh, did I know this? Yes. Do I? No. Okay. I'm debating between Robert E. Lee and Andrew Jackson because I think those sound more out of the box, which is currently what I'm basing my answer on because I have no frame of reference. So let's go. You know what? It was Andrew Jackson.
It was Robert E. Lee, actually.
Dang, darn, I picked the wrong one.
Yeah. Soon after Lee resigned his commission in the U.S. Army and joined the Confederacy, Union troops moved to occupy the house, given its location on a hill overlooking D.C. So there you go. And
This round.
finally, question 5. What Major League Baseball team has a minor league affiliate named the Trash Pandas? A, the Washington Nationals, B, the Anaheim Angels, or C, the Miami Marlins?
I need it to be the Miami Marlins and the Trash Pandas.
Unfortunately, no, unfortunately, it was the Anaheim Angels. This is the Rocket City Trash Pandas. They're located in Madison, Alabama.
I know nothing about baseball, so this just was a fun fact that
Yeah.
there's a baseball team out there called the Trash Pandas.
Yep. I learned about this last night. Thank you to my good friend Albert Stanley, who sat on the couch opposite of me and gave me this trivia question at about 10 o'clock last night. Yeah.
Thanks, Albert. I
Yeah.
feel better now knowing that there's a baseball team called the Trash Pandas.
Your life has been forever enriched.
Forever enriched. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All righty, Graciela, are you ready for your 5 questions?
Sure.
Okay. Question 1. Which of the following regions was jokingly referred to as, quote, Seward's Icebox? A, Canada, B, Minnesota, or C, Alaska?
I'm going to go with B, Minnesota, because I like saying Minnesota.
Okay. That was actually Alaska.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I don't like saying Alaska, so that wasn't going to be the answer.
It refers to the Alaska Purchase, in which then Secretary of State William Seward purchased Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million. Then viewed as a frozen wasteland, people's attitudes soon changed when gold was discovered in the territory.
Well, my dislike of saying the word probably did not help the fact that the attitudes changed towards it. But, it's okay. I guess my attitude did not change.
And had the same... I didn't put the year down. It was like 18. Oh, shoot. I'm not going to try to guess the year. It was a long time ago. So, yeah, some things never change. Question 2. In 1984, which member of the British royal family described the National Gallery of Art's proposed expansion into Trafalgar Square as, quote, a monstrous carbuncle on the face of a much-loved and elegant friend? A, Prince Charles, B, Prince Philip, or C, Queen Elizabeth II?
Mm. See, I'm thinking about Prince Philip or Prince Charles just because, like, they seem like they have uppity attitudes based on what I know from The Crown,
Mm-hmm.
the real historical, you know, accurate.
Grounded in reality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So their characters on The Crown, both of them are kind of uppity and curmudgeons. So we're gonna go with Prince Philip.
It was actually Prince Charles. Yeah, the criticism to the proposed expansion led the National Gallery to commission different architects for their expansion, which was ultimately completed in 1991. So he was not alone, though I don't know that anybody used as colorful language. It's a
Well,
monstrous carbuncle.
now he's King Charles.
Now he's the king. So now he can do whatever he wants. So, not really. Anyway, question 3. Which of the following has the highest major arcana numerical? No, sorry, why did I say numerical? Let me say that again. Which of the following has the highest major arcana numerical value in a standard tarot deck? A, the Sun, B, the Empress, or C, the Lovers? This was written by Mason.
Oh, of course it was. You see, the word you used before numerical, I don't know what that means. So let's take a guess. I'm from Virginia, and Virginia is for lovers. So I'm going to go with the Lovers as a shout out to Virginia.
So arcana, I presume that's how it's pronounced, according to the quick dictionary search on Google, means secrets or mysteries.
Oh.
It was not the Lovers, though. It was the Sun.
See, that was my second guess because I feel like, tarot is also like associated with astrology, so I probably should have guessed the Sun. But
yeah. So the Sun is 19 in a standard deck. The Empress is 3, and the Lovers 6.
Okay. Well, Lovers is second highest, or well, I guess in those 3. So I was almost there.
Yeah. Second place.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Question 4. Puma concolor is the species of panther native to what southeastern state? A, Georgia, B, Florida, or C, Louisiana?
See, Puma de color sounds Spanish. And so I'm going to go with Florida because there's a huge Latinx population in Florida.
That is correct.
Wow.
The Florida panther is the state animal of Florida, and it is critically endangered. It is also the namesake of the NHL team, the Florida Panthers, who are based in South Florida.
Thank you.
Very good. And finally, question 5. The Eugene Emeralds decided to temporarily change their mascot to what? This is a minor league baseball team in Oregon. A, the exploding whales, B, the flying squirrels, or C, the dying elephants?
Oh, gosh. Okay, see, I know the Flying Squirrels are a minor league baseball team, I'm pretty sure already. So I don't think it's that one. I'm going to say I think it's either the dying elephants or the exploding whales because that also sounds like endangered species. So I feel like maybe there was like something going along with that. So I'm going to go with the dying elephants as like they made it for raising awareness for elephants going extinct.
It's actually the exploding whales.
Well, great.
Yeah. It refers to an incident in nearby Florence, Oregon in 1970 in which a whale was blown up by the Oregon Department of Transportation in an attempt to dispose of its carcass. And it did, but whale parts were spewed like 800 feet in all directions. So
Where was the whale that they had to blow it up? Was it like a beached whale or like was it in the middle of a street? Like that's what it sounded like to me. Like it was just like, hey, I'm gonna lay right here.
Yeah, it was. Let's see. Yeah, when the whale. Okay, it doesn't. I presume it was beached. It doesn't say exactly what happened or why.
I'm just
Interesting.
hoping they
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
like pick a whale.
Yeah, oh yeah, it had washed ashore and was dying apparently,
Oh,
and so they blew it up.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and apparently
And
so that it spewed it like threw flesh like 800 feet away, and the odor lingered for a while.
Yeah, I mean whales are big. I don't know what they were. I want to know what genius came up with that idea and was like, you know what we should do? Explode it. Like
Yeah.
it was a man. A man
Yeah,
thought of
Papa
Oh,
the
does.
idea.
most
course.
definitely a man. Yeah, I think that's a given. Anyway, that's the end of round one. So Carter, can you please give us a score update?
I believe our score is Hailey with 10 and Graciela at 10.
Very good. Since we're at the end of the round, I'm just gonna go throw my tea bag out real quick. So give me like 6 seconds. I'll be right back.
And Graciela, I was looking up the trash pandas during your first question. Did you get that one correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I only got one right that
All right,
round.
sweet.
The Flying Squirrels minor league baseball team is Richmond, Virginia.
See, I
Because the
knew.
stadium is across the street from the Greyhound bus station that I went to all the time.
See again, I knew the flying squirrel sounded familiar. So I was like, I know it's not that one because that one already exists. So good to know. It's like the Savannah. Have you seen those TikToks about the Savannah banana?
Savannah bananas? Yes, I have. They're very funny.
That's the only other I know there's one in Fredericksburg. The Fredericksburg. I think
Fredericksburg Nationals.
Nationals too, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's only like
Also the Nationals? Oh, I kind of hate that.
Yeah,
But,
because
like, okay.
they moved from Prince William County down. So the Potomac Nationals are no longer.
Oh,
Yeah, they're now the Fredericksburg Nationals.
didn't
Which is
know
really sad.
baseball, but now I do.
My grandparents used to have season tickets to they were at the Potomac Cannons at the time. So I've been to like 200 games at that
Oh my
ballpark.
gosh.
Yeah.
That is so many games.
Yep. It's a lot. Anyway, okay. Sorry for my interruption. Oh shoot, I spilled. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, now it is time for round two. So Carter, can you please tell us the rules?
Round two is our second round. We'll each get 5 questions on the same topic. Questions here are open-ended, and they're worth 20 points. If you get one wrong, your opponent can answer for 10 points.
Okay. So you both are going to get questions on the same topic, and so this is a topic that that I enjoy doing. We've done this a couple of times before. You all are going to get 5 questions each about famous events that happened in the year 2007. So I hope you remember the year 2007.
We were 10, but like, sure.
Or 9. Yeah. Well, some of us were
right.
9.
I always forget y'all are younger than me. Anyway,
I was
9 or 10.
9 or 10. Okay, Hailey, are you ready?
Yeah, let's remember the year 2007.
Let's do it. Question 1. On January 4th, 2007, who became the first ever female Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives?
Oh, Speaker of the House. Is that Nancy Pelosi?
It is Nancy Pelosi. She would remain Speaker until 2011 and then serve in the role for 4 more years from 2019 until 2023. Question 2. On January 9th, 2007, Steve Jobs introduced what product?
The original iPhone.
That is correct. Yes. Question 3. On June 10th, 2007, what TV show about an organized crime family aired its series finale that famously ended with a sudden cut to black?
That one's The Sopranos, right?
Yes, that is. The ending makes this show's finale one of the most famous in history and remains controversial to this day. Question 4. On December 29th, 2007, what NFL team became the first in history to finish the regular season 16-0?
When the Super Bowl won that year. That was the year before the Giants won, so it wasn't the Giants. Who was like on top of the world that year? Oh, my guess is the New England Patriots.
That is correct. Yes. They would go on to lose in Super Bowl 42 to Eli Manning and the New York Giants.
Yeah, they did.
17-14. Yeah, it was their only loss on the season.
If you can't tell, audience at home, I'm a big New York Giants fan and not a fan of the Patriots. So that's
I
exciting.
figured you would get that one right. Yeah. And finally, question 5. On March 7th, 2007, the UK House of Commons voted to make what upper chamber wholly elected?
I don't really understand American politics. And then you go across the ocean, and then it's a really like, so upper.
It's the House of Commons. So just like the House of Representatives is our lower chamber,
Yeah.
and the Senate is the upper chamber. So the House of Commons is the lower chamber, and then the upper chamber is.
Oh. I mean, my only guess is Parliament, but my guess is that's like all of it as a whole. But I'm gonna say Parliament because that's all I can think of right now.
Yeah, Parliament is the whole thing. So yeah.
Great.
That's
I don't know. This one's gonna be really sad, but I genuinely do not have the answer. So I'm gonna say, at the time it would have been the Queen of England. I'm gonna say her.
no.
I know. I knew that one was
No.
wrong.
Graciela, do you know?
No, all I know are the political parties over there, which is very odd that I know that and not the other things.
Doing better than me.
I know the Tories. I know the Tories, and there's another one that I can't remember.
The Tories are the Conservative Party, and then the Labour Party is the opposition. Yeah, but this is the House of Lords.
Yes, the House of Lords. That I totally knew of that term before you just told me.
Yeah, definitely. Despite this, the chamber remains with mostly life and hereditary peers because they couldn't actually agree on a proposal to overhaul it. So, but they voted, and they made a statement, and then they didn't do anything about it. What can you do? Graciela, are you ready for your 5 questions?
Sure.
Okay.
That's my feeling towards every round is sure, why not?
Here we go. Question 1. On August 1st, 2007, the I-35 West Bridge that spans what river in Minneapolis, Minnesota, collapsed during the evening rush hour?
I could not tell you. Matthew, I didn't get my license until I turned 21, so I really did not know roads in 2000.
But this is more about this is basically, let me boil the question down for you. What's the big river that goes through Minneapolis? It's a big one, and you've heard of it.
I have? Well,
you have.
News to me.
You have.
The James River.
No. Hailey, do you know? If you're there?
I am there. And no, I don't know. But we're gonna take a guess. And they're saying Minneapolis. River. Big river. Literally all I'm thinking about is this river in Pennsylvania that's spelled one way but pronounced a very different way. It's like skull.
Oh, Schuylkill?
Yeah, that's all that's coming to mind. So I also don't know. So instead of the James River, let's say the Shrewsbury River that I grew up near, which is not in Minnesota, fun fact.
No, it's not. But what is in Minnesota is the Mississippi River.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. So I said big.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Well, that's misleading because that's also in Mississippi, isn't it?
It is.
Well,
it is, but it goes
misleading.
Goes all the way up. Goes all the way up.
That's a different state.
The collapse killed 13 people and injured 145. And then the replacement bridge opened on September 18th, 2008. Yeah, it literally just fell into the river. Yeah.
Just said, no thanks.
That's a quick turnaround because you said August 1st, right? Was when it collapsed, and September 18th is when the new one went up.
September 18th the next year.
Oh, I was like, that's a month. That's a quick build for a bridge.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't trust the bridge that was built in 45 days.
Yeah.
After that one collapsed. Anyway, question 2. On May 6th, 2007. Oh, sorry. May 6, 2007 saw the premiere of the third installment of what animated film franchise whose main characters are voiced by Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz?
That is the Shrek series.
That is
That
correct.
is Shrek 3, which is where they have the babies.
Yes. Yeah.
They
Shrek the third.
The third, yes.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah. And then also Justin Timberlake is in that one too, because he plays King Arthur.
Oh. Please
The
continue.
Justin
Oh.
Timberlake is the king.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been a really long time since I've seen Shrek the third.
Yeah.
Like a really, really, really long time since I've seen
But
Shrek
thanks
the
for
third.
that fun fact, Gracie.
Yeah.
You know, you're welcome.
Thank you. See, our contestants add so much to this show. It's really my knowledge only goes so far. Anyway, question 3. On August 7th, 2007, what San Francisco Giants left fielder hit his 756th home run, surpassing Hank Aaron's record of 755? We've got shaking heads from both of our contestants here.
No.
No.
I'll say a baseball player. Okay, Jackie Robinson. Even though I know that's not right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Jackie Robinson because that's
Pretty
a
sure he
baseball
was
player, right? Dead.
Pretty
at
sure
that
he
point.
was dead
Yeah.
by then. Yeah, but you did name a baseball player, so that's good. Well done. Hailey?
I don't have the steal, so I'm also going to name a baseball player, but I'm going to say Derek Jeter, who was definitely alive.
Definitely alive,
2007.
definitely playing in 2007.
Definitely playing. Not the correct team.
Definitely not the correct answer.
Or position by
No.
any means.
Nope, he was a shortstop. No, this was Barry Bonds.
I don't know who that is.
Ah, yes, of course. Barry Bonds, who I totally knew.
Yep. Barry Bonds would go on to finish his career with 762 home runs.
I know about bail bonds, but that's the only, and James Bond, but those are the only bonds I know. So.
Wow. Yeah. Three very different bonds. Could not be more different, in fact.
Covalent bonds. I know covalent bonds too.
Also a very different.
Oh, now we're getting into
bond.
chemistry.
I just got my master's, so let me show you.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta
that degree.
You gotta flaunt it in whatever way you can. I did restrain myself and did not put any opera questions on your set.
I would have had a decent chance at opera questions. Better than these baseball ones. Anyway,
Well,
continue.
Well, next time, Hailey, I'll be sure to give you some opera questions.
Oh, thank you so much.
Anyway, but this, Barry Bonds. Okay. Question 4. On September 24th, 2007, what sitcom premiered on CBS about a group of friends who worked together at Caltech and their neighbor, Penny?
That is The Big Bang Theory.
That is correct. The show ended up running for 12 seasons and 279 episodes.
Which is my grandfather's favorite TV show, the one who speaks primarily Spanish. So I think that's very, very interesting.
That's strange. It's good. Yeah, I always enjoyed watching that. My parents watched it religiously, in particular. Although I missed a lot of the last few seasons because I was in college.
My parents bought the DVD box set and binged it from beginning to end.
Wow.
I think I got through an episode and a half before I realized how much I hated Sheldon, the character. And I couldn't watch the TV show anymore because he sucked.
Well, you gotta, the first season is not, like, it gets appreciably better by,
Tell me that.
the third
I
or fourth
can't.
season. You gotta, stick it out. It's kind of like Cheers.
4 seasons? You need me to stick
Yeah.
it out for 4 seasons before it gets good? No,
Yeah.
thank you.
I mean, but then the last 8 are, really good.
That's so many.
It's the same thing with Cheers, though, because it took them a couple of years to find their rhythm, and then the last 6 seasons are truly spectacular.
Fair, but Cheers is a cultural phenomenon. Granted, Big Bang Theory is too,
Also,
but I could appreciate
phenomenon, yeah.
Cheers more than Big Bang Theory. While I do love Jim Parsons, the actor, his character Sheldon, I cannot stand behind. I can't do it. Anyway.
Sorry. Well, he won some Emmy awards for his role, I'm pretty sure. So,
I'm not saying he's not bad. He's not a phenomenal actor. I'm just saying I personally can't watch it. Because
It's
I just
not-
get frustrated that
That's fair.
men
That's
suck
fair.
when I watch Sheldon.
It's not your how we say cup of tea.
Mm,
Okay.
good one. Excellent. Well done, Graciela. I'd give you bonus points if it were appropriate to do so, but I don't think.
I
we
mean,
don't.
you
think
make
you
We
should.
don't.
rules, but it's okay.
Can you give her a single bonus point, Carter? Can we give
Oh
her like
yeah, let's do that.
51?
We can do that. Yeah.
I don't
Anyway,
know that.
here you know what I mean. Yeah. You know math. I'll let you figure out that. There you go. Well done. Okay, Graciela, question 5.
Okay.
On July 21st, 2007, what final installment in the Harry Potter series was published?
Oh, Deathly Hollows Deathly Hollows, because the
Yes.
movie part
Yeah,
1.
yeah. I'm asking about the book. Yes, Deathly Hollows. 11 million copies sold in the first 24 hours.
Oh gosh.
Can you put the extra point back up, Carter, with whatever fraction you used? There you go. Okay.
I'm trying to compute the fraction in my head, and once I get it, I'll add it in.
Okay. Sounds good. Cool. Okay. That's the end of round 2. So, Carter, can you please give us a score update?
Looks like we have Hailey at 90 and Graciela at 71.
Okay. It's time for round 3. So, Carter, can you please tell us the rules?
Yes, round 3 is a lot like round 2, in which case you will get 5 open-ended questions here on a variety of topics, and they're also worth 30 points. So your opponent can answer for 15.
Very good. Is it 1.05? Is that what you would put in a box in round 2 for extra point?
That's what I did.
0.05. Okay. Yeah.
I actually just typed in equals 1 divided by 20 because we're in, my Google Sheets over here. So
yes. Okay. Yeah, that works too. Anyway, Hailey, are you ready for your 5 questions?
Let's do it.
Okay. Question 1. What interstate highway connects the capital cities of New Hampshire and Vermont?
Oh, I just have, and there are 2 answers that are in my head, but one of them's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the answer is 89.
That is correct. Yes. Connects Concord and Montpelier. I presume the other answer you had in your head was 91.
That is correct. That was
Yeah.
the other, because 89 goes east to west, but 91 goes north to south.
Right.
Right? Did I get an interstate thing right, Matthew?
You did. Yes. 89 technically goes north-south, but in a kind of diagonally also east-west direction.
It goes north-south. I was right about the general direction.
There you go.
Taking this a win.
Well done. Question 2. In 1536, which wife of King Henry VIII became the first of his wives to be executed?
Yeah. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived.
Uh-huh.
Beheaded was Anne Boleyn.
That's correct. Catherine Howard was also executed in 1542. Question 3. What amendment to the U.S. Constitution abolished slavery?
Oh, no, I have to know the number. Oh, crud. Uh-huh. Everyone at home, I'm going to apologize right now. I know slavery was abolished. I'm going to guess the number and it's going to be wrong. You're all going to be like, he's not that smart. I know. I know that detail didn't stick. But let's go with amendment, the 14th amendment?
Not the 14th. Graciela?
The 13th amendment.
It's the 13th Amendment. You were so close.
Darn.
Yeah. The 13th was it was the first of 3 amendments passed in the aftermath of the Civil War. The 14th and 15th followed shortly thereafter.
Right, because the 13th was abolished slavery. 14th was
it granted citizenship,
right,
and then the 15th was voting. Yeah. So there you go.
Okay, my guess was a little better than I thought it was going to be. So
Yeah, no, you were in the ballpark. You were in the ballpark. You're just
off by one.
outside the target. Anyway, question 4. In 2024, the city of Nusantara is planned to become the capital of Indonesia, replacing what city that has been its capital since independence in 1945? This was a Mason question.
Mason, thank you so much. For the capital of Indonesia, I really appreciate that.
Carter will know
Um,
this one. 'Cause Carter was there recently.
Very
I think I
cool.
know it, but we'll see.
Indonesia. I'm blanking on literally a single city in Indonesia. All that's coming to mind is Bangladesh, which is wrong, I think.
Is that your answer?
You know what? That's the only thing I'm thinking. Fine. Bangladesh is my answer.
Well, Bangladesh is a country. So
I know.
yeah,
That's why I was like, that's wrong.
yeah.
It's okay, Haley. That's the thing that I was thinking too. I was like, I know this is a country, so I know it's not right. But
Fantastic.
I'm thinking of
Do you have an answer, Graciela?
no,
No.
my answer would have been Bangladesh as well.
Okay. Carter.
Please note, viewers at home, we do acknowledge that Bangladesh is its own separate nation.
Yes.
We just could not think of the name of a city in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dhaka. Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh, I believe. Carter, do you want to give us the correct answer?
I hope it's Jakarta.
It is Jakarta. Yes. The move comes in response to the dire environmental issues facing Jakarta, the most infamous of which is the fact that the city sinks about 17 centimeters into the ground every year. Yeah.
That's so many. And for those of us in America, what is 17 centimeters convert to again?
I'm kind of surprised that Mason gave us that in centimeters.
Centimeters and not.
It's somewhere in the like. Okay, hold on. I think
A
it's
rough guess is
somewhere in
fine.
the like 6 inches, 7 inches.
Like 6 inches. That is so
Yeah.
much.
Somewhere in there.
Just every year, just boop,
Yeah.
down 6 inches. Wow.
Yeah, problematic for a capital city that has like a billion people. Not a billion, but a lot of people. Anyway, question 5. What river empties into the Chesapeake Bay in northern Maryland and drains nearly half of the land area of Pennsylvania?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I grow up in Northern Virginia? Oh, did I go to like middle and high school in Northern Virginia? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
There's
I
a big
learn?
river. There's a big river. And you cross it when you're headed north on 95.
Oh,
You go north
yeah.
from north of Baltimore, and then all of a sudden you cross this gigantic river before you get to Delaware.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm.
That's this
Because
one.
I know the bridge, but
Mhm.
I couldn't tell you the name of that river right now, which is very sad. So I'm gonna say the Potomac, knowing that's wrong.
Yeah, that is wrong. Graciela, do you know?
No, I got excited, but it's wrong because you cross the river going south, not north. I was gonna say the Occoquan, but I know that's wrong.
Oh, no, that's not that one. This is the Susquehanna River.
Susquehanna. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Its source is in Cooperstown, New York.
Hmm.
All righty, Graciela, are you ready for your 5 questions?
You know my answer is sure.
Okay. Question 1. What interstate highway connects Columbia, South Carolina with Charlotte, North Carolina?
Oh, well, that's 77.
That's correct. And it continues north all the way to Cleveland, Ohio. Question 2. Machu Picchu is located in which South American nation?
I know this. I know Machu Picchu is a temple, and it was built by, pretty sure it's the Aztecs, not the Mayans. It might be the Mayans, but Peru. It's in Peru. There it is.
It is in Peru. It was a 15th century Incan citadel.
Maya, Incan, Aztec.
Yeah.
So.
But this was the Incas. Yes, but it is in Peru.
Thank you.
Question 3. 4 is a collection of short stories set in the universe of what young adult dystopian trilogy?
That would be the Divergent series.
Yes, that is. That was an amazing question. Question 4. There has been a long dispute between the champagne producers in France and what American brewery who stylizes their high life beers as the champagne of beers?
I'm gonna just say a beer company. I don't really drink beer except for like sour beers, so I'm gonna say we'll go with Blue Moon, even though I know that's wrong.
No. Hailey?
I'm gonna thank my parents for moving to Wisconsin for this one. So I believe it's Miller.
That is correct. This title has led to multiple shipments of Miller High Life being destroyed in France and Belgium at the behest of champagne producers.
That's hilarious that they take a shitty beer and are like, we're destroying it in protest. Good.
Yep.
It's not good beer.
No, I don't like
Even
beer.
though it is the champagne of beer.
It-
And Wisconsin, the state, would agree with that.
Yes, but I do not because I don't like beer. Anyway, finally, question 5. Which amendment to the U.S. Constitution guaranteed women the right to vote?
Shoot, as a woman, really bad. I know it's in the 20s. I think it's the 21st Amendment.
Not the 21st. Hailey?
So you said, I think it's in the 20s. And the only number coming to mind for me was the 18th.
Oh,
So I'm
Is
going to
that-
guess the 18th.
So what's interesting is that the two of you guessed the amendments that have to do with prohibition. The 18th Amendment is prohibition, and the 21st Amendment repealed prohibition. So this is
it's the 19th, isn't it?
it's the 19th Amendment. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I was off by one.
Yeah, you were
It's a
close.
running theme
You're-
with me and amendments.
Again, in the ballpark, so that's good. Yeah, this was ratified in 1920, so it was ratified in the 20s, which maybe was what you were thinking, but it's the 19th Amendment.
Yeah. See, after I said it, I was like, it's definitely the 19th Amendment. And again, viewers at home, as a woman, I apologize that I did not know.
As women.
Anyway, that's the end of round 3. So Carter, can you please give us a score update?
We have Hailey at 165 and Graciela at 176.
All righty. Now it is time for round 4. So Carter, can you please tell us the rules?
Well, round 4 is our showdown, where you'll each get the same 3 questions. Questions here worth 40 points each, and we'll ask you to write down or make note of your answers.
All righty. Hailey, Graciela, are we ready? Okay.
Let's do it.
Question 1. Archibald Cox was the special prosecutor appointed to investigate which government scandal? Alrighty, Hailey, what is your answer?
The answer I wrote down on this room service menu says Watergate.
Okay, Graciela? You also wrote Watergate, and that is correct. The Watergate scandal. Cox was fired by the order of President Richard Nixon in an incident. I spelled incident incorrectly. Wow, that's embarrassing. In an incident that became known as the Saturday Night Massacre. I wrote indecent instead of incident. Clearly, I was doing this way too late at night.
I also just realized that my microphone was not on when I was telling you my answer. So
Which is why I read it. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. But good. I'm glad you realized that. Okay. Question 2. What was the most recent Stephen Sondheim musical to win Best Original Score?
The most recent one to win Best Original Score. Can I ask a follow-up question, yay or nay?
Sure. Whether or not I'll answer it is another question.
Fair enough. Revivals count?
No, this is
Recent
just
revival? Okay.
no,
okay,
this is
okay.
just like original run.
Like original run.
Yeah.
Didn't help, but it kind of did.
It should eliminate some.
Yeah. It should.
I will tell you that he won it 6 times. If that helps.
As you should. Great job, Stephen Sondheim. Your music is beautiful.
Do we have answers?
Yes. You have a Sondheim musical.
Alrighty.
That's gonna be wrong.
Hailey, which musical did you choose?
I picked Into the Woods because it was the one that was stuck in my head. I don't think it's the correct answer, but it is a Sondheim musical.
It is a Sondheim musical. That's true. Graciela.
I put Sunday in the Park with George. I don't think that's right. I think it's a more recent one, but I can't. That was the only one I could think of.
It's closer. Sunday in the Park with George actually didn't win. It was nominated. This is a bit of a deep cut. It's Passion.
Oh no.
Actually.
Oh, that's the one that
Matthew.
Isn't that the one that's controversial because it's like less of a no? That's Contact. I think. Never mind. Contact is like a dance musical, and it won for like best musical. Even there's like very very little singing, and so that was the controversy I think around Contact. But okay.
Frankly, I don't know. But I'm just going by what I saw online. I don't know this one at all, other than I've heard of it before, but it's Passion. It was his 6th win for the award. He previously won for Company, Follies, A Little Night Music, Sweeney Todd, and Into the Woods. There you go.
So Into the Woods was before Passion.
Yes, it was. Yeah, because that was like.
So I was off by 1 again.
Nice. That's really the theme of today. Close.
Fair, close, but not quite.
Not quite.
But also, the name Passion, the musical, was never coming to mind.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I wouldn't have gotten this.
It was the 1980s, and I'm pretty sure Passion was like the 90s or way early 2000s, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, it was in the 90s, as was Sunday in the Park with George, I believe.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it was Bernadette, so that makes sense that it was the 90s.
Maybe, might have been 80s. I don't know.
Mandy Patinkin.
Right. Anyway, finally, question 3. What founding father's plantation is located on the eponymous neck in southern Fairfax County, Virginia? Do we have answers?
Yes.
Okay. Hailey, what is your answer?
I was debating between 2, but I know this one is in Fairfax County, so I went with Mount Vernon.
Okay.
Wait, can you see that? It says Mount Vernon.
Yes. Okay. Graciela.
Oh, I put James Madison, but I don't think that's right.
No, we were looking for the name of a founding father, not the plantation itself.
So George Washington, then.
Yeah, both are wrong. But Mount Vernon is in Fairfax County, but this is George Mason.
Oh, well, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Not us going down to high school down the street from that university.
Literally across the street.
That's why I thought James Madison, but now it makes sense, Fairfax County, because James
Madison's is in Orange County, which is down. It's Gunston Hall is the name of the plantation. It's located on the Mason Neck, which is why I said eponymous neck. So there you go.
The only neck I know
had a reason for it.
The northern neck.
Yeah, that's much further down because those are the 3 like little necks that jut out easterly. This is just a tiny little one at the southern tip of the county. It's got a public golf course down there that I've played many times. Anyway, that's the end of the game. So Carter, can you please give us the final score?
Our final score is Hailey at 205 and Graciela at 216. I think the first 16 we've ever had at the end of any of our scores.
Well, congratulations, Graciela. You have won. Do you have anything that you would like to say?
I would like to thank you and everybody here. And Hailey, this is our second round playing. I'm pretty sure you won the first time we played, so I think this just like evens out that.
So this just means, Matthew, you need to have us back so we can do a 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Or we'll have us respectively fight our sisters simultaneously.
Oh, that could be
like
fun.
Sister.
So it'd be like all 4 of us. So it'd be like me and Heidi, and then Grossi and Izzy.
Everybody wants to do teams. Every time I have people.
Oh no, I don't want to do teams. I want to beat all 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
Just
okay.
at once, just like family gauntlet style. Who's the smartest of the Perez and Parker Cohn sisters? Sorry, Caitlin, but
I suppose that's one way of doing it as well. Well, we'll see what we can come up with. But that's the end of the game. That's our show for this week, folks. Thank you, Hailey and Graciela, for being on the show today, as well as Carter Zenke for being our scorekeeper, and Mason Cook for composing the music. Today's questions were written by Mason Cook, Albert Stanley, and yours truly. And thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe to Trivia Over Tea on your favorite podcast platform and leave us a review if you enjoyed it. And follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter at Trivia Over Tea if you would like to make a little contribution to this podcast to help us stay running. You can do so at buymeacoffee.com/Trivia Over Tea. And tune in 2 weeks' time when we'll have 2 new contestants and 33 more fantastic questions. Thank you. We'll see you in 2 weeks.